everyone, it's Emily Fox. Today's video is going to be my annual unhaul video. For some reason, every June I do my unhaul video, so I might as well continue this tradition. Basically, I am getting rid of some books that I have read, didn't like, or that I've read, didn't really care for, not planning on rereading them. And then some of them I just didn't read, don't plan on reading them, / usually it's more I tried and didn't like them. I rarely get rid of books that I didn't read simply because I usually tend to get the books at my library if I can when I'm not sure if I'm gonna like them, so I tend to not unhaul those books often because I don't buy them. So let's do this. But most of these books, if my friends don't want them, will be gifted to my library because that's where I buy my books and that's where I give them to because they resell them, take the money, and hopefully get some books that I like. Or just a lot more trashy romance and cookbooks because that's always what I see in the new section. No judging, just jealous it's not my genre. Okay, first book I'm getting rid of. Cruel Prince, Holly Black. This made it to my worst or most disappointing books of 2018. Just the most unmemorable book ever. I think it was disappointing because Faye, everyone was raving about this and I'm just not living that life. I can't remember anything and I'm exaggerating. I have a really good memory, or so I'd like to think. And I have to like literally sit down and struggle to try and remember what happened. It just took way too long for anything to happen. I didn't really care about the characters and like the ending was the only place where things really happened and I don't care for whatever the direction seemed to be going for. And from the reviews that I've seen of book 2, I think I did the right thing about not continuing. So first book I'm getting rid of. I'm also getting rid of Unwind by Neil Schusterman. I liked it okay, it's just that I read it in 2016 and I don't think I'm going to continue the series. Basically, it's kind of a delayed abortion story. That sounds a bit weird, but like it's a dystopian world where people can unwind their children when they are between 13 and 18, which yes, it's basically an abortion. They literally kill them and reuse the parts. It was okay. There's some interesting topics in here. It's just that I'm not going to reread it. I'm not going to keep it. I have a limited amount of space on my shelves and I'm basically, by the way, doing this unhaul because next step is going to be me reorganizing my shelves. So I needed some more space and we all have been wanting me to actually clean my shelves because like they are horribly messy. So Everything I Never Told You by Celeste Ng. I did like this book. It's a contemporary, pretty much in the same line as Little Fires Everywhere that she came out with last year. And I did like it. It's just that I'm never going to reread it. And I have a friend that seemed interested, so I will just give that to her. I think I gave it like 3-something stars. It's a story about kind of grief and just coming of age. And it's interesting. It's just not really favorite, so this one I'm getting rid of because I'm super resentful. This is The Glass Castle by Jeanette Walls. It's a nonfiction about her horrible childhood. I hated every second of it because I hate her parents so much and I literally cannot read books about abuse in childhood. It just pisses me off. I am getting rid of Nevermore by Jessica Townsend. This is a middle ground kind of fantasy. People are saying Harry Potter. It's not Harry Potter at all. There is some possible magic. None of that is learnt in the first book, just letting you know. I'm getting rid of it because I will be gifting it to my library. I know someone will see this, freak out, buy it, and love it. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. I didn't hate it. It's just, I might actually even continue. It's just that, again, I want to make someone else happier. One book I couldn't get into, Challenger Deep by Neil Schusterman. This is a mental illness, why coming of age story, I think. I just literally could not get into it. I DNF'd it at like 80. I actually tried to listen to it as an audiobook too. It's just one of those books like we just didn't connect at all. Nice cover though. Another book that I'm gifting away is Speak. This is a story about rape, like a YA contemporary. And at the time it was quite new. It wasn't something that was in any books. Reading it now, I feel like there are other books I enjoyed more on the topic. So I'm just gonna get rid of it, / maybe someone else will find it and be very happy about it. I'm getting rid of Misery by Stephen King because I accidentally grabbed it in French at my library, and I am not about that life. I do read French, but I do not like reading translations when they're available in English, you know. It just reads weirdly, okay? So it's a really pretty copy though. I'm sure someone will be happy. The Catwoman by Karen Slaughter. I refuse to read any of the books by her because they fuck me up, let's just say it. She writes really sexually violent books towards women, and it just gets to me. I like messed up books. I've read so many like post-apocalyptic or thriller horror mysteries, and I'm okay with them, but for some reason the way she writes it, it just gets to me. I read Pretty Girls and I read The Good Daughter, and accidentally the second one because I didn't realize that it was by the same author, and never again. So P.S. I Still Love You, Jenny On. I liked To All the Boys I've Loved Before. This is the most pointless middle book ever. I have yet to read the third book. Cute story. We'll watch the next movie, but will not keep this book. It doesn't spark any joy. It's the opposite. I see it and I'm mad. I'm getting rid of my Vampire Academy series because I read the first book. I liked it okay. I'm not planning on continuing. So there's no point for me to hoard them. I think someone else will be very happy to binge read all of them, but I don't want them on my shelves anymore. Sing Umbury Sing by Jasmine Ward. I read this, and honestly it's one of those cases where this is a critically acclaimed book. Everyone loves this. I just could not really connect to it. I understand why it's popular, has some very important topics and everything, but it happens. The next few are actually books I did not read. Like I said, rarely do that, but those are just books that now I look at and I'm like, you know what, I got you at a library sale, I know, and I'm never going to pick you up. So I'm gonna make someone else very happy. A lot of YA contemporary books that would be perfect for the summer, so next library sale someone's gonna be very happy. The first one is Since You've Been Gone by Margaret Matson. Actually, I have a second one by her. This is The Unexpected Everything. These I got whenever everyone was mentioning these on BookTube as the perfect read for the summer. I'm sure they are, but honestly, with my luck with a lot of contemporary YA plus everything that I've heard about these, I don't think I'm going to enjoy them. But someone else will. Same thing with Beach Lane. It just seems like a YA contemporary, probably romance. Perfect for summer. Maybe I will grab it for the beach. I probably should have, but I don't know. I can't see myself grabbing this over some of the books that I have, but hey, it's not yet at my library, so maybe I will pick it up before getting rid of it, and I'll let you know if it was worth it or not, but I know I have a friend that's gonna grab it for the beach, so. Also, The Mists of Avalon by Marion Zimmer Bradley. I grabbed this, I mean, it's a used copy, so I'm assuming my library sale. I've since heard a lot of horrible stuff about the author. I don't want to read this book badly enough to justify keeping it. I tried to, okay, I'm actually curious. Do you separate the author from their work? I tend to try to do that, but then I don't. To be honest though, usually when I hear something horrible about an author, it's never an author I really love, so I'm kind of left being like, meh, not that big of a loss, I guess. So that's kind of where I'm left with this one, but I would be curious to hear what other people feel like about that topic. That's actually it. I feel like that's not a lot of books compared to my past ones, but like I said, I've been really careful with the books that I've been buying. I do tend to buy my book used, and the ones that I do spend my money like for a brand new one, I tend to be very selective. / I've been using my library a lot. I recommend you do that because you save money that way, and I tend to be able to read the brand new books without splurging anything, or I'm able to read the ones that I'm unsure about, and usually I feel like I don't end up liking them, so there's a reason I get them there. Now the next step though is going to be me reorganizing my shelves. Who's ready for that? I am not, but I'm ready to be satisfied with the final results. So that's about 30 books gone. So my shelves definitely are a little bit more empty. I'll be able to do my reorganizing video, Give this video a big thumbs up if you're also very happy about 1, the reorganizing coming, 2, about me getting rid of some books. It's always very satisfying. Don't forget to subscribe to not miss any future videos, and I will be putting some on the screen that I recommend you check out, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.